Wow. Not every day you get to pull yourself in a pack of cards. There he is. Absolute dog. Nobody runs trade nights like we run trade nights. Mr. Trevor Lawrence.
What are we doing?
Let's go! Yes, sir!
Amazing.
Try to bring that to the next generation, to bring it to other people, to hopefully inspire them. This is not possible without you. All right, what's going on, YouTube? Card Collector 2 coming at you here with a brand new video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a product preview, this or that type box opening here for one of the biggest baseball releases of the year. This is Topps Chrome Update Baseball. This is not just any kind of Topps Chrome baseball release. This is the release that features the best trading cards of any modern day player. I've said this before on the Cards and Content podcast. I will continue to say this. I believe the Topps MLB Debut Patch Auto is the single greatest modern day trading card that any athlete could have. You think of a guy like Paul Skeens, right? If Paul Skeens goes on to win a World Series, is a World Series logo patch auto cooler than a debut patch auto? If that person's the best player ever, the debut patch auto is still the one. From that, their official start in the major leagues, on-card autograph, it doesn't get any better than that. To me, that is the greatest modern-day trading card of any player that you could have. What would Ohtani do, right? What would a Mahomes do? What would some of those guys do? McDavid, like, what would they do now if they existed? Millions. Ohtani, I think, could do, north of 8 figures. That would be a humongous card. So today, we're looking for a couple of these. We're looking for guys like Nick Kurtz, Sasaki, Dylan Cruz. Shout out to Topps. We actually got to post a preview for that. James Wood, obviously the box cover athlete. Any of these ever, just hitting one would be one of the coolest things ever. I'd probably keep it forever. It would be so cool. This is expensive though, no question about it. Because there is life-changing type pulls in here, Paul Skeens $1 million. There's got to be some cards in here that sell for hundreds of thousands. Nick Kurtz, some of those guys. This is not a cheap break. This is over $1,700 in product. Topps Chrome Update Hobby is like $350, I think. I think Delight's like $625. And Jumbo is like $750. So we're gonna open all these. This is it's gonna be fun, but it's gonna be expensive. So hopefully there's something big in here. I might need y'all's help on some of these guys. Obviously, baseball is not my forte. I don't feel better about college football than I do baseball. But when you can get a shot at a debut patch auto, you just gotta take it. Right off the rip here. Robert Hassel, Topps Chrome Rookie Refractor, and a Fortune 15 Corbin Carroll, fellow card collector Corbin Carroll. All right. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I can tell you all about all these, non-main rookies. So I won't bore you with that, but I'll try to show as much as I can here so people can get an idea of the product. This feels thick like an auto. Nope. Logan Henderson, Jonathan Aranda, All-Star Game Refractor, Clay Holmes. Now, are the debut patch autos like thick? Like, I feel like if they're not redemptions in here, I feel like these would be very easy to tell if you have one. So we'll see if that's true. Mick Abel, Ellie De La Cruz. We'll take that for sure. Gotta take that one. One of the bright spots in Cincinnati right now. All right. Walker Buehler, Max Kepler. Nothing great so far, but we're early. Cam Smith, it's a name I know. Ryan Fitzgerald. It would have been interesting, though, if Cal Raleigh would have won the MVP, because then we would have used a card in here for a buyback of him. Instead, Yankees, it was Aaron Judge. Rhett Lauder, Camilo Duvall. Right on cue. That's crazy. That would have been the old buyback card. But I think Aaron Judge won his third MVP. So Ryan O'Hearn, Hayden, Francisco Lindor, David Morgan. All right, no autos so far. I think we get like 1 or 2 in this. Kikuchi, Kumar Rocker. I always ask. I remember when Kumar Rocker was like a big baseball pitching prospect. Anybody out there, anybody that watches this, what happened to Kumar Rocker? Like, I remember that was a big deal. Didn't he pitch like, was it Vandy? I feel like he was a really big pitching prospect. I don't remember like really what happened, so anybody could educate me on that. I would love to learn. All right, opened a couple here. You can see we got a lot of colors, so let's see how we do. Byron Buxton. Ooh, something. Christian Campbell for the Red Sox. Durbin, Chase Lee. Willie McIver. Fortune 15 again on the Christian Campbell. Loriano, Cade Horton. Geraldo. McGreevy. Spencer. I know he sells pretty well. Kero. Tarek Skubal. I heard he might get traded. Seems crazy. Again, I don't watch a ton of baseball, but it seems kind of crazy to me. Isn't he like 2 straight Cy Young winner? So, again, it seems like everybody at this point either signs or gets traded to the Yankees, Dodgers, Phillies, or Brewers, or Boston Red Sox, not Brewers. All right, need a big time hit. Come on. I don't see any supers or oranges, so got to keep trying. Acuna, the other Acuna. David Morgan, Matt Shaw, not bad. Clayton Kershaw, All-Star game. Last year pitching too, right? Chandler Simpson, and what is this? Wow, that's cool. Night Terrors, Nick Kurtz. That looks like a short print. That looks like it's probably pretty good. And that's probably the top guy to pull, right? I can't imagine there's a bigger name out of this than Kurtz. It's a pretty cool looking card. I actually like that a lot. It's a great looking short print. Again, or insert. Either way, it's cool. I'm gonna go out and say it's a short print. I don't know. Again, I think Felix is the one I usually see in Chrome Baseball. So we'll see, but blue would be a numbered auto. We'll take that if it's the auto. All right, last pack here. This will wrap up hobby. So no autos so far. Got a couple different things. Oh, I see a Night Terror. That means it's not a short print. Shoot. Torkelson, Dana, blue, Cubs, Cade Horton to 150. Night Terrors, Devers. In a Giants uniform. That's a cool looking insert. Be a cool superfractor in all honesty. It's a good looking card. I actually like those a lot. Alright. Hassel, James Wood, A's. Don't give me Nick Kurtz right off the rip. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, CJ Alexander. Riley Green. Mookie Betts. No Ohtani in that. Man, CJ Alexander. Would have never heard of the end of it if it was Nick Kurtz. I would have definitely heard loaded boxes, influencer boxes. We'd have heard something, so it's probably a good thing it's CJ Alexander. Come on, big hits. Nothing super low, it doesn't look like. Chase Dollander. Jose Iglesias. Not sure. Rookie. Sasaki. All right, we'll take that. World Series MVP, right? Wait. Yeah, Sasaki. It wasn't Yamamoto, was it? Was it Yamamoto? Oh, I don't remember. Darren Baker? I feel like I'm going to get this confused. I'm showing my baseball knowledge here. It's a 199 Darren Baker auto. Chase Petty, all right. Little Cincinnati Red. We'll take that. Rookie auto. Gold. Oh, man. Thought it was Ellie. Cabrian Hayes to 50. Absolute dog. We'll take that. Wow. What is that, a negative? Is that what that's called? Moises Ballesteros. Rookie for the Cubs. Got all of everything's like blurred out. It's kind of cool. Caleb Durbin. Brewers to 99. Another one. Santana and Chase Lee. No Nick Kurtz, no debut. So, whew. I need somebody to drop a comment that says, hey, man, yeah, that CJ Alexander guy, real deal. He's sweet. Right, come on. Come on, debut patch auto. Just one time, would you? Right here. Nick Kurtz, right off the rip. Shoot. Oh, wow, right off the rip. Just right off the rip. Just going for it here. Angel Martinez auto to 175. There he is. Could you imagine? That's who I want an auto of for sure. Kurtz. Fortune 15 Drake Baldwin. I've heard he's a dog. And Kobe Mail. That's a pack right there. Sure, we'll take that. Absolutely. Need it. Is this 3 autos in this? Another Night Terror. That's a great insert. I might have to put that set together. PCA. Jacob Wilson, another dog. Ooh, a little negative again. Number 2 in this break. Tyler Locklear. Edwin Diaz. Mookie Betts. Will Wagner. Don't know much about Will. That is awesome. That's probably one of my favorite inserts Topps ever done. Seriously. I love the look of this card. Great looking card. All right. Come on, Nick Kurtz auto. Where you at? Junior Caminero. Elko, Danny Jensen, Jackson Merrill, Cade Horton. Cade Horton any good? Wow. Not every day you get to pull yourself in a pack of cards. There he is. Absolute dog. Gotta keep that one for the PC forever. Nick Kurtz. Another Nick Kurtz. Matt Olson. Kyle. Zach Veen. Okay. Some of these names I'm starting to recognize here. Okada, O'Hearn. Oh my gosh, what is that? That's not who I want. Shout out to Bryce. Logan Evans. Tatis, All-Star Reflector. Dude, in on the Night Terror. In on it for sure. In on that for sure. Great looking insert for sure, for sure. Mick Abel, Josh Naylor, Drake Baldwin. That's, again, some names. Upside down. Upside down. Merrill Kelly, 199. Bobby Witt, Fortune 15, and another card collector. And Aroldis Chapman. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're coming down to the end here. I think we have one auto left. We're going to need it to be great. Devers, Trent Grisham. Come on. Marcelo Meyer. Thomas Harrington, Fortune 15. Victor Mesa. Couple left. All right. Paddock, Ben Rice, and Drake Baldwin. Shane Bieber. Weird seeing him in a Blue Jays uni. Eugenio Suarez. Cam Smith. Rookie refractor. 4 left, I think. I think there's 4. I think this might be our auto pack. I think it might be a refractor. All right, Shane Smith, Abreu, yeah, pitcher for the Diamondbacks. That's not a debut patch auto either. It says his debut on there. I don't know if that counts, but Jake Berger, Corbin, Matt Shaw. All right, 3 left. Well, I guess at this point it's Ohtani's super or bust. Black? Ooh, that's got to be low numbered, right? Zach Veen, that could be good. Eugenio Suarez. All right, here it is. Rookie, too. Wow. Probably tell me the bottom right corner, right? Out of 10. Holy cow. Rookie to 10. All right, now where's it going to tell me this team? The other side. Diamondbacks again? Tim Tawa to 10. I mean, it's a rookie to 10. I don't know much about him. But all right. All right, we'll live with that. Kyle Tucker. Where's he going to end up? Nashcraft. Isn't he like a big free agent? Let's see. Number to 10. All right. Another Night Terror. Brian Wu. Chase Petty. Jacob deGrom. Kind of looks like a short print, honestly. Night Terror Vladdy. Carlos Duran. I really thought I got a Nick Kurtz Night Terror short print in the first pack. We pulled like 5 of them, so while they're not short prints, they are cool. I definitely thought they were. Alright, last pack mojo. Mike Yastrzemski, Bueller, Dalton Rushing, Will Wilson. Shout out Moises. Shout out to the Cubs. Some of the highlights on this one, no. Debut patch auto. The chase is still on. Again, I only pulled out some of it. Not everything. It's definitely our best numbered card. A couple of autos. We only got like 1 or 2 base autos. For the most part, they were pretty good. Nick Kurtz numbered. Angel Martinez. Couple negatives. Gold. Darren Baker to 499. Sasaki. CJ Alexander. Thought we had him. Thought we had Nick Kurtz. That's cool, though. Love the Night Terrors. Again, definitely my favorite part about this. Ellie. Corbin. Hassel. Again, there's tons of parallels and inserts still in there. We'll see. The quest for a debut patch auto continues on for now, though. That's all I got. Peace, guys.